at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Mayfield on first down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
Mayfield now from the 50. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. play action. It's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Five yards remain on second down.
Now Mayfield. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Mayfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. He's airing it out for Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Sly set to boot it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield on play action.
There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
7 yards to pick up there.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Powerful running. Now room for Eckler. And he gets this one down to the 24.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Isaiah Hodgins.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Linval Joseph. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Justin Herbert. Allen's got it complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dancing to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They snap it to Herbert. Flushed out right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown! Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. First down, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points,